And we are recording. First of all, thanks to everyone who is watching this part of the Ravenhawk campaign. As always, I am your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, and we have, of course, Eli, Big Bad RPG, and RPG Grandma. Now, before we get started, Eli, what do you feel about playing as the Warlock Sorcerer combination? Because I've never seen that multi-class in 5e. Tell us your thoughts about that.
I think it had to do with the things that were going on in the game. I just felt my character was going to turn evil and like morph into something else, and I felt like I needed a little change. At least
Uh-huh.
Marcus does, right? Because he doesn't want the evil to overtake him. He never did, so he
But
felt he needed
mechanically
extra help.
speaking, do you feel like it's a somewhat of a challenge handling both levels or both classes?
No, but yeah, it does seem like one side I'm good and one side I'm evil. It's like I have a little devil on
Uh,
one shoulder and an angel on the other. Yeah,
mhm.
yeah.
Schizophrenic.
That's perfect. Now, Big Bad, what do you think about that curtain of green flame in the archway?
I don't know. It seems very interesting at the very least. Can't wait to check it out.
And RPG Grandma, what are your thoughts on those statues of the horned vultures?
We need to destroy them, crush them out of existence.
Mm, makes sense.
Who
Makes
has
a lot of
rope
sense.
left?
Okay. And so it begins. You are standing in front of an archway. The gray stone that comprises the walls of this archway is slowly being covered with snow. The snowing continues. To your left, which would be the north, there is a huge mountain. The wall of the archway connects with this mountain, blocking the pass entirely. And with the snow that is falling, it is quite obvious that this mountain would be a challenge to climb up. Not impossible, but challenging. To your right, which would be the south, there is a precipice, an abyss, leading into a sea of fog. It is impossible to see the very bottom because of the fog. In front of you, the archway has a single gate or portcullis. And beyond this iron portcullis, there is a curtain of green flame covering the entire tunnel within the archway. On top of the archway, besides spiked structures, there are two statues of horned vultures flanking the archway.
Interesting, you guys.
I have a sense those things are going to come alive.
Ismark pulls out his crossbow and starts pointing at the statues nervously. I
Hopefully
feel
not
as
a
if
little bit later.
they are going to move at any moment.
Perhaps you should just go ahead and shoot them now, just to make sure.
Ismark takes aim and shoots at the left one. The crossbow bolt bounces off the statue.
Nothing to worry about, you guys.
Uh
Stay-
huh.
We should stay alert.
Nothing in this place is as it seems.
They
course.
could come alive as we get closer.
Esmeralda starts to walk towards the portcullis.
I'll follow
I am
behind her.
more interested in that. As she approaches, the portcullis almost automatically raises up, allowing passage into the archway, into the tunnel. But the green flame curtain is still there. Esmeralda speaks. What was that about? But I am still quite curious about this green flame.
Dare you touch it?
I step forward next to Esmeralda.
Feel if there's any warmth coming from it.
As soon as Esmeralda reaches her hand towards the flame, she pulls it back. I believe it is harmful. It is definitely a real flame.
How could we get rid of this flame, you guys?
Can you dispel the magic, Jace?
I don't believe I've prepared this spell. It's not a curse, do you think? Possibly not.
Esmeralda, do you think it's poisonous? Maybe it's flammable?
Esmeralda once again examines the flame. I am not familiar with this fire, but it is green, so it is probably magical, of course.
Just gonna study it a bit.
I take my water skin and I throw it into the flame.
I take a step back.
The water skin is completely consumed.
That doesn't look very good.
That's not good, guys.
What about those statues? What if we could? You think we could pull one of them down? And use that to block the flame somehow?
We could give it a shot.
Ismark steps out and looks at the statues. They seem to be about 30 feet above us.
Does somebody have it? I don't think we have any rope, do we?
I do not. Esmeralda searches.
I used mine.
I have rope. And,
You have rope?
yep, and a grappling hook.
Always
How
coming
much
prepared.
length? Do you have 30 feet or more of rope?
Yes, I have 50 feet.
That is perfect, Esmeralda speaks.
Toss it
Good.
up there and grapple one of those and yank it down.
I examine the flames to see if we can go over it.
These statues cannot be pulled down.
Well, that was worth a shot, I guess. Is there any way around here? I was going to investigate the area with Marcus. Maybe.
Marcus needs to make an intelligence arcana roll.
17.
Marcus is certain that perhaps an anti-magic effect or dispel magic could get rid of the flame.
As I suspected before, the spell magic, unfortunately, I don't have anything like that.
We'd have to wait a whole day for me to prepare that. Do we have that time? I don't think I have anything else with me right now.
Esmeralda approaches the flame once more and looks around. Look, over there, do you see? About 30 feet to our right, to the south, there is a white tower. That could be it.
How far did you say?
About 30 feet in distance.
I mean,
Let's go check it out.
But we will need to
Let's
go
take
through
that.
this flame.
Does it look clear past there? I'll take a look.
Can you
As
shoot
soon
a...
as Marcus takes a look, he notices that there is indeed a white tower just beyond the curtain of green flame. And further up ahead, there is a bridge continuing onwards to the east.
I wonder what that white tower is in front of us.
Oh, that's where we have to go.
That's where we need to go.
Yes, Madam Ava mentioned the White Tower.
Yes.
That's exactly.
Definitely
That's
where
our destination. I can get past there with one other person, but I have no way to get us all past there.
Ismark
Looking at
speaks.
the wall.
Do you have a way to teleport yourself, or what are you talking about?
Yes, I can teleport myself with a spell. It's going to make a loud, thunderous sound, but I can myself and someone else.
I could crawl up the wall.
Well, Moo, you're
Get up.
pretty. What if there's some of the more of that magic from the barrier peaks here? Perhaps
Well,
I can bring you and me, and you can take a look, and maybe we can disable this thing from the other side.
We could do that.
Sounds
The
like a
other
great
option
idea.
is crawl up the wall and then use the rope to lift everybody over.
Ah, we could climb, of course, Esmeralda speaks.
Is there enough room for us to climb over it?
We could take turns, says Ismark.
Yeah, we take turns.
I don't know. It seems simpler to just teleport to the other side to see if maybe there's a deactivation on that side.
Well, and if we can't, then one of us can from the other side. We can climb up and then throw the rope down to you guys, and then get you guys up.
Esmeralda speaks.
Oh,
So, we could run the risk of dividing our forces by teleporting part of our party over there. Or we could take turns to climb over.
yeah. Either way, for
let's climb
a little
over there.
bit,
You want to climb?
we'll be
Okay.
I can climb first. I can stealth over
all
if
right.
needed.
Give it a go, Marcus.
So that rope's sturdy on there. Okay, seems good.
I secure the rope. Perhaps we can use the statues and to secure it, or maybe a bit further back.
Hook it up.
Marcus notices that the grappling hook is firmly attached to the statue.
I begin climbing.
As soon as Marcus does that, the two statues animate and they turn into a purplish skin tone.
Get down, Marcus.
Roll
Jump
initiative.
down.
I
Roll
knew it.
initiative.
It just took longer than expected.
What did Jace roll?
7.
Move.
15.
What did Marcus roll?
9.
The first of these horned monstrosities launches itself at Moo.
I take my spear and I thrust at it.
As soon as Moo does that, the creature flies backwards. The attacks were never able to connect as the creature was cautious of the response. The other monster flies against Jace.
Hold my shield up and
Look
brace
out,
for impact.
Jace.
I got this.
It bounces off completely.
Ting.
And now, Moo has her chance to act.
I jump up and I throw the spear at the one I am fighting. Die, you big turkey.
Make your attack roll.
19.
It is a hit. Roll damage.
6.
The spear injures the aberration. And Moo immediately notices that she has a chance to act again.
I come down at it with the battle axe.
Make your attack roll.
20.
It is a hit. Roll damage.
4.
And so the creature is injured. An nasty cut across its body. Marcus has his chance to act.
I begin moving and circling so that I can hit both of them with burning hands.
Make your attack rolls.
Burning hands, saving throw, dexterity 16 for the creatures.
One of them is damaged. Roll your damage.
18 damage. Half for failed. Full for half if save.
Now Jace has his chance to act.
I draw my sword, and it ignites with a light as I rush towards the one that Moo damaged, and I take a swipe at it.
Make your attack rolls.
15.
It's a hit. Roll damage.
With a blessed strike, It's going to take 7 damage.
The creature is severely injured, but it is still flapping around. Ismark pulls out his crossbow at the ready and shoots at the same monster. It's a hit, but the weapon bounces off. Ismark says, I don't think it is vulnerable against normal weapons. Esmeralda approaches the same creature and strikes twice, missing completely as the creature dodges. And now one of the creatures targets Jace and Moo and spills out poisonous gases.
Jump out of the way!
Combat
Hold
roll
your
out of the
breath!
way. Dodge the dive. Just try to avoid a splash.
Both make dexterity saving throws.
$17.
And
9.
Jace.
9.
Moo avoids it completely, but Jace is caught in this toxic gas. Breathes in and takes 5 points of poison damage, and he feels that the poison is in his system.
Get out of there! Get out of there, Jace!
Doesn't feel good.
The other creature launches itself at Marcus, clawing.
I
and
jump
biting.
back, trying to find cover behind a rock.
Both attacks miss. Marcus takes cover successfully. Moo has her chance to act.
I run and jump onto the back of this foul beast, grappling with my hands like gauntlets.
Make your attack rolls.
$10.
The creature shoves Moo away, and it was not effective.
Ah!
Now Marcus has his chance to act.
As the creature pushes Moo away, 2 Elder Splash fly at that creature that just pushed Moo.
Make your attack roll.
23 and 13.
1 connects. Roll damage for that.
10.
The blast pushes the creature, and it seems to be almost limping. It has to land, and it is severely injured. Now Jace has his chance to act.
Finish it off.
I'll try. Take a run at it, coughing. Take a swipe at it. My son's
Make your
sword.
attack rolls.
Nine.
Jace misses completely, and he takes an additional 2 points of damage, poison damage. Jace needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
$21.
Jace notices that the poison is out of his system.
Feel much better.
Ismark draws his axe and his sword and charges at the same creature.
Be careful, Miss Mark!
He manages to strike through with the axe and cuts down the creature
Good job.
Good
with
job!
a monstrous
Excellent!
squawk. The creature lies dead. Esmeralda rushes at the remaining foe, missing completely again. I cannot hit it. What is wrong with me today? Now the remaining creature flies against Moo, clawing
watch
and
out.
beating.
Trying to whip my body around. Pushing it with my axe.
20. Not natural 20, 20.
Oh!
It claws savagely, dealing a total of 12 damage. The claws rend against Moo's armor. But now Moo can
Oh!
counterattack.
I take the axe and I cleave down into its breast.
Make your attack rolls.
$16.
It's a hit. Roll damage.
Six.
Moo notices that she can still make another attack with the axe.
Get him, Moo.
Die, you buzzard, die! 14.
The creature dodges to the side just in time. Marcus has his chance to act.
Oh!
I rush over next to Moo and Eldritch Blast this creature, trying to push it off a bit.
Make your attack rolls.
10 and 20.
1 connects. Roll damage.
11.
The creature is pushed off due to the strength of the blast, and Jace has his chance to act.
I get up and clumsily run over to it and just thrust my sword into it.
Make your attack rolls.
11.
The creature deflects the attack with its claw.
Still recovering. Poison was nasty.
Ismark charges and cuts with his sword and axe, missing completely with both attacks.
These creatures are fast and hard to hit.
Esmeralda joins in and scores a hit. Finally,
Good job, Esmeralda!
the creature suffers Esmeralda's stab on its ribs, and it counterattacks immediately against Esmeralda.
No! Look out!
She manages to avoid both attacks at the same time. The creature claws and beaks, and it is unaware, showing its back towards Moo. Moo has a chance to act now.
I jump on its back.
Make your
Natural 20.
As soon as Moo does just that, the creature accidentally falls into Esmeralda, impaling itself on both of her weapons. And the
Good job,
creature
Moo.
dies.
That was awesome, Moo.
That was
Oh! Go get my spear out of the other one.
You're a champion of the plane of dread.
Because of all of the cold due to the snow, everyone suffers exhaustion, 1 level of exhaustion. Disadvantage in all ability checks. Ismark speaks. If we are to go into the Amber Temple later on, we need to be better equipped for this cold.
I agree.
Esmeralda speaks. Well, now I think we only have to toss the grappling hook up and we can climb safely.
Okay, I'll begin climbing again. Let's try this.
Very well, I'll be
Careful.
behind you. Ismark speaks. Me next.
I begin to climb.
Ismark looks at Jace and Moo. Hurry up, are you coming?
Yes.
Just give me a moment.
Hurry up,
Just
Chase.
getting the rest of this poison out of my lungs. I'll hurry up.
Everyone safely makes it on top of the structure. And it is
Well,
easy
the rope-
enough to attach the rope with the grappling hook and make your descent down to the other side.
Work our way down.
Climbing down. It was that tough getting in here. I mean, what's in here?
Esmeralda speaks. If one of the treasures lies here, perhaps there are more enemies inside of that tower.
Indeed.
Nobody's ever happy to see us. Friendly.
This is true. This is true. Is everybody feeling pretty well, though? You don't need any healing, do you?
I'm
Don't tell you.
okay.
Let me know if
It's
you
just
feel a little half worn down or something.
Just this little scratch. Walk it up.
Esmeralda approaches the door to the tower.
One
The
second.
tower is 3 stories high,
Let me
and she
retrieve
starts to.
I was going to retrieve my grappling hook. I cast Mage Hand and reach out for it with Mage Hand and retrieve my grappling hook and rope.
Ismark speaks. That's very handy. And Esmeralda speaks. The door seems to be locked, and it is iron-bound in some way.
More conundrums.
Is it? Wait, let's see.
Well, let's see if we can unlock it.
I can.
Is someone good at picking locks? Speaks Ismark.
Moo and I can do that.
Yes. Give it a definite shot.
Give it a shot.
I
Who's
step
going to
back
try
from
it?
that, Moo. Go ahead, Moo. I can try if you don't succeed.
Go up
But
there, whip
I
out my
suspect you are.
tool. Start working on the lock.
Make a dexterity check.
And I rolled a 11.
Moo cannot unlock the door.
That wasn't so hot, Moo. Marcus, I know you got this. I'll give you some help. Well, guidance.
Thank you. I'm going to use my tools and see. I have better luck with these.
That's a good idea.
I begin to pick the lock.
Make your dexterity check.
This lock is very difficult. 12.
Marcus cannot open the lock.
Did someone smash the lock, I wonder?
I'll give it a shot.
Esmeralda
Marcus
laughs.
wrong.
Of course, who needs lockpicks when you have a minotaur?
Exactly.
Make a strength check.
I rolled a 9.
The door is too sturdy, no matter how much thrashing Mu applies.
Let me just
The door
look
won't
around.
budge.
Let me just look around for a moment. I investigate the area.
Maybe there's magic holding it.
Wait, I
Let
have
me
an
see.
idea.
What's this?
Will your sword cut that?
Pull my sword out.
Make
Swipe
an
at
attack
it.
roll.
Dirty 20.
The door is completely obliterated, cut in half.
Good
You have
thinking.
you have the best ideas, man. Sheath my sword. You first, Mill. It was your idea.
I stepped through the portal.
Esmeralda speaks. We must be mindful that perhaps there are magical traps. If we attempt the same thing, there could be repercussions.
No, I
Luckily,
agreed.
it was successful this time.
You know, Mill, you're the strongest here. You know, I did forget. I have one spell, but it's very powerful. It lasts 8 hours, though. Maybe there's traps. If you're brave enough, I could ward you from death in case something happens to you. If you would like to be.
I'll take point.
All right, I put my
We
hand
need
on
to conquer this realm.
Take a moment to cast Death Ward on her. Anytime that she will die, she will not die and go to 1 hit point instead.
Inside of the tower, Mu notices that it is a simple room with an unlit fireplace just on the west. And to the right of the fireplace, there is a staircase going up.
Interesting.
Well, Moo, you're practically
Go to-
invincible right now, so we're right behind
I
you.
go to the fireplace.
As
I'm
Mu walks
investigating the fireplace.
I fall
across the room,
slightly behind her.
she notices that the room is completely bare. except for 3 dusty windows on the east side and one on the southwest. The staircase leads upwards into another room that looks just as dusty.
You see anything over there at the fireplace?
I'll investigate the room. See what's happening.
It is quite clear to everyone that no one has been there for a while and there is nothing of importance.
I head up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm with Mill.
Follow
her.
behind Jace.
In the second floor, you notice a room exactly the same except for a trapdoor in the ceiling. There is a rusty iron ladder bolted to the floor, connecting it to this trapdoor. And there is another fireplace with a dire wolf's head mounted above it.
What do you think that is?
Feel we should light fires.
Should light fires.
I don't know. It's a rather strange setup.
Ismark and Esmeralda go to the second room where you are at, and Ismark looks through the window. I believe that if we are to get to the Amber Temple in a few days, or wherever you deem it sensible, we will need to cross the bridge further away from this tower.
Yes. Well, we better try the trap door.
Wait, let me detect to see if there's any magic. The prehende magia, and I'll cast detect magic.
There is a palpable, strong magic on top of this tower, but it is not connected to the trapdoor. It seems to be some sort of permanent effect on top of the tower itself.
All
I only
right.
detect magic at the tower. This door's safe.
At the top of the tower.
All right.
Okay.
But that doesn't mean the door's not trapped. I'm going to go up, borrow your rope, go up the ladder, tie the rope to the mechanism, come back down,
I can
and not standing underneath it, standing away from it,
I can also use a
yank
mage
on
hand.
that.
That's a good idea.
Said you could use Mage Hand. How many times can you use that a day?
It's just a bit of cantrip. I can't
Oh.
lift anything heavy with it.
Much simpler and safer. Moo, what do you think?
I mean, if
Yeah.
you have to use a lot of
Wanna
force,
get
it may
that
not work.
so that we can yank from a safe distance and try to open that door, not directly on top of us.
Moo notices that the trapdoor opens upwards in an upwards motion rather than pulling it.
I cast mage hand and push up. I could only push about 10 pounds of weight.
It is almost open, but you need more force, but it is certain that it is not trapped, as the trapdoor dislodges itself a little.
Just because it's a trap door doesn't mean it's a trap.
All right, I'm going up. I go up
Let us know if you're safe.
and I throw the door open and yank myself in.
As soon as Moo does that, the cold wind and the snow falls on top of her head, and she notices that these are the battlements of the tower. Located evenly spaced along the battlements are 6 statues of female knights in full armor facing outwards, and in the east part of the tower there is a wooden box on the floor.
Should we come up?
All right. Yes,
Let's follow.
but
I follow up.
based on what's happened before,
Start climbing up.
notice the knights, guys.
Oh,
Ah,
doesn't bode well.
Ismark and
Yeah.
Esmeralda hurry up. They both pull out their weapons and they start to attack the statues. But
Wait,
Get up.
they are completely solid. Ismark speaks. I'm getting a sense of deja vu. I believe they are going to animate.
Yeah,
feel
that's
the
what
same
I'm
way.
thinking.
What was that magic you felt up here, Marcus?
It's further up. Just
Further
the
up.
whole. It's like the tower itself.
Marcus is certain that the magic comes from the statues.
Oh wait,
Oh.
you might be right. It's from the statues. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I go over to the box. I look at the box. Marcus, can we have your rope?
As soon as
Wait.
Moo
It,
approaches the box, 6 ghostly figures manifest themselves from each of the statues and start flying at you. Roll.
No!
Watch out!
I throw holy water.
What is Jace's roll?
13.
What is Moo's roll?
Natural 20.
What did Marcus roll?
13.
One of the ghostly figures launches itself at Ismark with a ghostly
Look out,
weapon.
Mark.
He dodges just in time. The other one launches itself at Jace with a ghostly sword.
Try to dodge out of the way. Oh no!
15.
Managed to sidestep just in time.
Now is Moo's chance to act.
I dodge and I throw holy water at it. Dead ghost things.
Make your attack roll.
5.
The specter moves to the side quickly, and Moo has another chance to act.
I swipe at it with my battle axe.
Make your roll.
Well,
The creature flies to the side. Now, Jace can act.
I hold my shield up. And a light bursts forth, casting radiance at dawn. Creatures must make a Constitution saving throw. 15. I'll take half damage if they succeed.
They all succeed. Roll damage.
17. Half of 17.
They are all completely destroyed.
yay!
Great job.
Yes!
That easy.
Ooh, ooh.
Power of the Morning Lord on your side.
Ismark and Esmeralda cheer.
Great job. I pat him on the back.
Thank you.
The wooden
You
box is
were-
still
Let's see
there.
what this box is, Moo. Go ahead.
I open the box.
You see a black tome inside of it.
That must be the book.
Ismark says, that should be the treasure. Correct?
That's the treasure.
It's supposed to have all the secrets of Strahd.
I reach down and I pick up the book and I open it.
The
Be
book
careful.
seems quite average, but it is a hefty tome. And it seems to be written by Strahd himself. It is necessary to read this tome carefully for about an hour to unearth its secrets.
You should read it.
Should we read it here or go
You know
elsewhere?
how to read, Moo?
Esmeralda
Yes, I know how
speaks.
to read.
I'm just messing with you, of course.
If you don't mind, we should find a warmer place to study this tome, don't you think?
You
Agreed.
could go downstairs and light a fire in the fireplace.
It's not a
Or
bad
next
idea.
to the flame, next to the green flame.
Next to the green flame.
You could certainly go there.
It's warm enough. Sure.
Was it? Or the fireplace here? We're going to warm ourselves next to a poison.
Esmeralda, how warm was that fire?
It was just like any other flame, like any other fire.
All right, yeah, let's be out there in the open then. Probably better.
Okay.
Ismark speaks. We could be under the archway. After all, there are no killer monster vultures around anyway.
Yeah. We killed
True.
some.
Let's hurry back then and start reading this.
I'll take a
is
short
easy
rest
enough.
while you do that.
Go down the stairs.
It is
Out
easy
the
enough
door.
for all of you to return and make your way into the archway. Ismark speaks. So, who is going to read this stone? We should all stand guard while the one reading it is carrying out that research.
Jace, you know the most about the undead. Yes? As
You
a
know,
cleric?
Kind of
Or
more of
is-
a fighting cleric, you know. I didn't study too many books while I was on the clergy there, but I could give it a go. Unless Mark just thinks he knows a little bit more about vampires.
I think that's more your realm.
Think so? Oh, give it to me. I'll give it a read.
Yeah,
Esmeralda
I'm
speaks.
gonna take a
I'm
short rest
pretty
while you do that
exhausted.
anyhow.
Pretty
Esmeralda
exhausted right
speaks.
now.
I
yeah,
think
so-
we need to rest for quite some time before.
Yes.
we're
As a
not
student of Van Richten, please allow me the honor. I think I know more about vampires.
How about you and I read it together?
That's an excellent idea.
Even better.
But
Hand her the
maybe
book.
you will hit on a good idea.
Jace and Esmeralda are able to read through the tome, and no threats present themselves while the study is being carried out. And thanks to Jace's small book that sometimes contains small messages, everything is deciphered quite quickly. The tome is a sort of journal by Strahd. It is revealed that Strahd, when he was alive, he was a powerful warlord that conquered the entire valley, committing all sorts of atrocities and massacres. He knew a little about sorcery, but he was mostly a powerful warrior as well. But he grew old and injured during his conquests. As he settled down, naming the valley Varovia in honor of his father and the castle Ravenloft in honor of his mother, his younger brother Sergei came to live with him in the castle, bringing his beloved Tatiana with him. Strahd fell in love with Tatiana, but she looked at Strahd as a father or brother figure. Strahd grew increasingly jealous, so he made a pact with death. He went into the Amber Temple and secured the blasphemous knowledge to obtain eternal life and eternal youth by sacrificing his own brother, stabbing him in the back. As Jace was reading this story, his blade, the hilt, started to vibrate with rage because the sword was once a beautiful sword with a complete blade gifted to Sergei, and Strahd decided to shatter the blade with the help of corrupt wizards. As Jace and Esmeralda continued their read-through, they understood that Strahd went after Esmeralda, but she, horrified, fled from him and committed suicide from the battlements of Castle Ravenloft. Strahd was killed by his own guards. They hated his own lord after his atrocities, but Strahd did not die. He murdered everyone that was not loyal to him. And he studied about the weaknesses of vampires because he refers to himself as the first vampire. He was aware that the sunlight was painful, radiant damage was his bane. And although it was very difficult to kill Strahd, he realized that his heart was also a weakness. He decided to use technology brought from Earth to build a new mechanism, a heart, to serve as backup for his own heart. He mentions that it is hidden in some secret place in Castle Ravenloft, but he doesn't disclose the exact location. And that's what is contained in the Tome of Strahd, besides his ramblings and egomaniacal ravings.
Share these stories with the others.
Very interesting, speaks Ismark.
Indeed.
I look at my spear, rolling it around. Conquer the valley, huh?
The
Did
spear
you do that with
emanates
this
rage.
spear?
Pull my
Explain that.
sword. Pull out my sword and just talk to it. We'll get him, buddy. Don't worry.
This time this warlord dies.
Put it
Esmeralda
into his
speaks.
madness.
If Strahd has a backup heart in his castle, it is wise for us to search for it once we decide to attack his vile fortress. But that also makes me wonder, will the barrier picks technology explosive thing, will it be able to destroy Strahd for good?
Maybe it will give us enough time to search the castle. If it could put him down, does he regenerate from his heart? I wonder.
Probably like
Esmeralda
a
speaks.
lich
Yes.
phylactery or something of sorts.
You are right. We should consider the heart a sort of phylactery, but we still do not know the exact workings of this. Strahd was wise not to reveal that in the book. However, if he is to be cut in this explosion, vampires still need to turn into mist and return to their coffins in order to regenerate.
Yes. That'll give us our time that we need to potentially infiltrate.
We were told that the hidden place in the castle lies behind a woman of great bravery.
Ismark speaks. Yes, I remember of great beauty. I believe she was referring to a portrait of my sister, Irina, or Tatiana, as he calls her.
Makes sense.
But
So we find that portrait.
But now I am thinking, if we carry out the plan with the explosive, we could time it accordingly. If we wish to perhaps go into the Amber Temple without running into Strahd, we could carry out the plan and then go to the temple. Or perhaps we could save it for when we attack Castle Ravenloft. What do you think?
Well, we have to save the people. Well, we don't have to do anything.
Well, Kresk is already saved. He has that dress, but Strahd's going to be mad after he realizes that's not his
Tatiana.
real one. Yeah.
I think he knows that.
Maybe he'll just
Esmeralda
show up and
speaks.
kill the abbot anyways.
I
Save
think
us
he's
the
still
trouble.
going to go. He seems like a smart man. He seems very
Based-
knowledgeable.
Based on the ramblings of this book, it is clear that when it comes to Tatiana or Irina or however you want to refer to her, Strahd loses his mind. I believe that he will jump at any chance. I believe that the wedding will work out, but we definitely need to consider timing. We still have 6 days before the wedding.
Of course.
Yes. Let us
mean,
go to
isn't
the,
Isn't the
to the
castle's
Amber
not?
Temple.
I'm sorry,
Is
you were
Mark
saying.
speaks. Continue, Mu. What did you mean?
We need what's in that temple. That's one of the things we need is in there.
So it's only 2 hours away.
We get that, whatever that is, though it's a dangerous place. Then head back and make sure our trap is set and ready to go. Because once that goes off, we need to be ready to go into Ravenhawk. Find the
Esmeralda
heart
speaks.
of Ravenhawk.
We have difficult choices before us because we could perhaps also seek the aid of the knights at the Arginbost hold, or we could explore Veres. We could, of course, head towards the Amber Temple after we get warmer clothing. But I believe, based on what was told to us by the Were Ravens, the Amber Temple is perhaps just as dangerous as Castle Ravenloft.
That could be a problem. And
So perhaps we should enlist the Knights' aid. Perhaps they can do something to defend the village.
I don't think Kresk is under any more threat.
Marcus speaks. Ismark speaks. Yes, it is correct. I talked with the Burgomaster, and they were going according to the plan. I believe it is safe, at least for the next 6 days.
Okay.
Interesting.
Do you want to
Well-
see if the Knights can help us
They said
and deal with Ravenloft?
the Amber Temple is dangerous just because Strahd visits there, right? Or is it the giants are protected? There's giants there, right?
Esmeralda
think so.
speaks. They have seen Strahd making his way to the Amber Temple frequently, but based on the writings in the book, he also obtained his greater magical powers from the temple itself.
That's what I'm saying. To understand how to
Ismark
destroy
speaks.
them.
Do you think that Strahd has some sort of teacher or mentor inside of the Amber Temple?
I almost
What?
wonder, does his power come from the temple? Is it within there?
Esmeralda speaks. Well, based on what Ismark has said about Madame Eva's prophecy, then perhaps the third treasure also has to do with the magic of that place.
So we need to
I'm
get into the
thinking-
Emperor Temple. Do we have... What do we need? We just need warmer clothes. It's too exhausting with all this cold weather about. Do you think we'll need
Yeah.
reinforcements to get in there?
I mean, I can
Perhaps.
scout ahead to see if he's there. I can turn
But
invisible,
he talked
but
about
just
he talked
myself
about
or another person
if-
for
if
an
we-
hour.
if we could bring the Knights to the
Ismark
Amber
speaks.
Temple.
I think having undead knights on our side would be a good idea.
I agree.
So let us go seek the aid of the Knights and move with some speed on this.
I agree.
I think that's
Are
the
we-
correct course of action.
All right.
Marcus, what do you think?
Ismar
well-
speaks. Let us continue because it is getting colder by the minute.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. Let us
We can get warmer
continue.
clothes as well, hopefully.
Let's get the climbing then.
Yep.
As you make your journey, halfway returning, Esmeralda speaks. I believe that we need to rest for a long while to recover from this exhaustion, or should we continue with the current disadvantages caused by the cold?
I mean, if we find
We
somewhere
need
warm,
to get
and
somewhere
it's late,
warmer. If we get to the Knight's castle, and dead as they may be, they are enemies of Strahd. So hopefully we can rest there after talking with them.
Ismark speaks. Well, the winery is just a short way from here. I think we can make it to the winery before nightfall and rest for as long as needed. We would still have 5 days before the wedding.
it'd be far safer. Yes,
Yes.
it's
All
cold
All
up
right,
here.
let us,
Need
let
to
us
find
do
somewhere
that.
warm.
Let's do that.
Get
And we can
warmer
check on the
clothes.
plans as well. Make sure they're producing the wine. And
They might be able to help us to get warmer clothes as well.
Make sure that the gift gets put in a cask that goes
indeed.
with the others' cask.
You easily return to the winery, and Davian hears about your situation. Ismark and Esmeralda fill him in on everything that has happened, and he will secure warmer clothing, but he still needs to purchase such clothes from Kresk. He has the right agents to accomplish just that. He would need at least 10 gold coins.
I have 10 gold coins.
Of course. I pitch in.
The gold coins are handed to the agent, and rooms are prepared for you with drink and food. They even offered to replace the water skin that Mu used
Thank
recently.
you so much.
And you rest throughout the night, perfectly, completely rested and healed. The level of exhaustion is removed,
Much better.
Ah,
and now you are ready to continue. Ismark speaks. It should be 7 in the morning. Let us continue early.
yes.
Let's hurry.
As you make your way, following the instructions provided by the War Ravens and with Esmeralda's sketch of the map of the area, you start to approach this mountainous terrain. As you continue, you start to hear noises of a battle happening somewhere around you.
I take a look. You guys hear that?
My fear.
Sorry, I was just
Fear of the
preparing
battle.
the new spell in case we need it again. My bad last time, you guys. I'm ready to go.
Ismark and Esmeralda also draw their weapons, and you all notice that the battle sounds in the thick of, you're in the thick of it, in the middle of the entire battlefield. The battlefield is your exact location, and out of nowhere, hundreds of armored phantasmal warriors make their presence. They manifest, and they start to fight against each other. Some of them actually go through you. Their weapons cut through your bodies without harming you.
Right.
That's very
Let's
unsettling.
just move through here.
Looks like an excellent battle was taking place
Let's
here.
run through.
Yes.
Agreed.
Hustle, hustle.
I agree.
Hastily move forward.
As you start to run, you see a dragon. Using some sort of silvery breath weapon. But the breath weapon causes no harm to you or the terrain. But the phantasmal warriors are burned by such a discharge. And then, as if nothing had happened, the sound dies off and there is nothing.
What
Do
was
you
that?
think they were all
Ismark
killed
speaks.
by that?
By
I
a
think it's their
single,
spirits or
single,
ghosts are here.
by a single dragon.
It looked like some sort of battle that Esmeralda speaks. Perhaps a battle from long ago.
Yeah, but
Indeed.
something killed them all.
Let
Not
us hurry.
good.
I do not like this place.
I do not.
Agreed.
Well,
Let's hurry.
As you follow the road and make your ways through hills and forests, you see a huge fortified mansion on top of a hill. As you approach it, the front entrance of the mansion has a large statue of a dragon with its wings close to its body. This statue is about 50 feet ahead of you. Ismark speaks. That dragon looks like the one we saw just now.
Yes.
Indeed, it does.
I hope this one doesn't come to life
Yeah.
like everything else has been coming to life.
Oh, I hope
That one.
not.
Don't even
I am
think.
going to go 10 feet ahead of the group. You guys
Sound-
stay back from me 10 feet, please.
Hold up my shield and draw my sword. Get ready just in case.
Moon notices that the
And I'm-
statue is perched on a 10 feet wide, 10 feet high cube of granite. The wings of the statue and its head are pointing towards the entrance of the manor, facing the east. The statue is 10 feet in height, and it is clearly a silver dragon, damaged and cracked.
All
you
of
see
you
up there?
stay back. All of you stay back.
What's the matter?
It's thing is remotely like the other things, then when I try to go into the castle, something bad's going to happen.
No, it's broken. It's missing its wing there, right?
I'm going to break it more.
Yes, I agree.
Is it-
It doesn't look
I
very.
think I don't
Wanna
think
break
that
the
one.
lure.
And it's a silver dragon. Aren't those usually good dragons?
That is
Sure, I
true,
could-
Esmeralda speaks.
Could try to fix it actually, unless you think that's too risky.
Fix it?
I say we
Yeah,
leave it as
I
is.
can mend it. As long as it's not too broken.
All
Moon
right.
needs to roll intelligence investigation.
And investigation. 24.
Moon notices that this statue has been made with barrier peaks technology.
It's from my homeland.
Oh,
Maybe I can fix it.
maybe you could fix it. We could work together at this.
I whip out my tool
I help her mending anything
and
that I
start
need to.
tinkering.
The moment Mu starts to look into the mechanisms of the statue, she notices that this originally was a trap, discharging an ice-based attack. And it is activated by stepping on the first step leading towards the double doors of the mansion. But the statue has been damaged so greatly that it is impossible to repair it under normal means, except that with the magic from Jace, it is possible to fix the statue, but it would be a trap.
So what do you think, Boo? What does
We
it look
want to
like?
hold off on fixing it quite yet.
Okay.
We might need to fix it later, though.
Is it dangerous?
If we fix it, yes, it's a trap. It will go off. Anybody who steps on a certain step. So nobody step where I tell you
Well,
not
if it's broken for now, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go in then. Said that way.
Everyone stepping over the step. Don't step on that step.
All cautiously
Well,
behind
it's-
Moo.
Not activate it now, you said, right?
Ismark speaks. But you cannot, the trap is not activated, right? And gingerly steps on the step, and the statue opens its mouth, and nothing comes out. And Ismark says, see, look. He steps on and off, and the statue opens and closes.
You're a brave soul.
Yes. It's not activated, but if we come back this way, and for some reason it's fixed, or we decide to activate it at a later date for some reason, we got to remember, don't step on that step.
We should probably hurry in case Strahd's here.
Let's go.
As you go up the
Going into
steps
the
and
cap-
reach the landing, which is 30 feet wide, you see two wooden double doors, elegantly carved with dragon motifs. And on top of the wooden doors lies the word Arginvosthold, carved.
What do you suppose that means, Martha?
We heard that before.
Not that I
Esmeralda
remember
speaks.
at this point.
We are in the right place. Arginvosthold. But should we just open the door?
Cool.
I am going to open the door. The rest of you stand back.
Wait.
What?
Let
Yeah,
me
maybe
detect
wait-
if there's magic there. Detect magic I can do all day. And I cast detect magic on the door.
Marcus should make a roll if needed.
I wait. We could knock.
No. Any magic within 30 feet of me I can sense.
As soon as Marcus casts the spell, there is no magic but he heard a small hissing sound from inside.
I heard a hiss. I'm not sure what it was.
Hiss. A snake?
Okay.
Maybe. I can't tell. I'm not sure.
Dragon.
Hmm,
Dragon.
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 Good point.
I cast false light.
Dragon.
Myself.
Dragon killed all those people.
Take a moment here.
Ismark speaks. Do you think there is a huge dragon inside of that mansion?
Hope not.
See? Guys, back
Esmeralda
up.
speaks. Dragons can assume human form.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
Maybe the
Very
dragon
true.
taught Strahd the magic.
What if we repair the trap and then use it to potentially kill that thing that's inside if it comes after us?
Do
Or we
that.
could just rush in. I know Moo loves to do that. Me too.
Maybe we should check that door for traps first.
If you'd like.
Look at the door carefully.
Moo needs to roll intelligence investigation.
$22.
Moo is certain that the doors are safe. The double doors are quite average.
I shall not.
Why don't you just take a little peek in there? How about that?
All right, I will peek. I gingerly open the door.
Try to look around her inside.
Inside, you see a grand hall or foyer. It is quite large, 70 feet from west to east, 50 feet from north to south. There are two iron chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. On the north wall, there are two sets of double doors, spaced with 25 feet between them. The same on the south wall. To the far east, in the northeast and southeast corners, there are also double doors. The double doors on the northeast section are slightly open. On the east section, there is a grand staircase that leads upwards. A tapestry of an elegant-looking man in armor, gray beard and silver white hair lies on the wall, on the landing of the stairs. And on top, a balcony encircles almost the entirety of the room, supported by 4 stone columns. Ismark also speaks as he's speaking. It looks pretty safe from here.
I heard hissing, though. I'm sure of it.
Let's just be cautious as we enter then.
I step
Esmeralda
in.
speaks. Perhaps someone is hiding. As Moo steps in, there is silence.
I follow behind her. I don't hear anything. Perhaps just the wind.
No, I look around the ground behind the door, see if anyone's hiding.
As you are all doing that, a huge shadow of a dragon projects itself on the ceiling and starts to fly across the room, through the walls, through the floor itself. And you hear a hiss, and the shadow is gone.
What was that?
A ghost dragon?
Shadow dragon.
Esmeralda speaks. I hope it is not a shadow dragon. Those things are deadly.
It would seem so.
Dragon.
I cast light on my shield just to give me an extra little layer of protection.
Dragon, do you live here?
There is silence.
Well,
Ismark speaks.
that was very weird.
This is just a thought of mine, but I see the same contour or silhouette of the ghost dragon. Could it be perhaps the same dragon haunting the place?
It could be.
Indeed.
I'm hoping it's harmless
I
like
know.
that other people that fight.
I go over to the tapestry.
I shine the light of my shield around to see if I see any solid shadows that aren't affected by the light.
Moo notices that the staircase after the landing is connected to a couple of other staircases. One leads to the south upwards, the other to the north upwards. The tapestry looks of great quality. The man seems to be wearing armor similar to the undead knight that you found on the road. Jace once again notices the layout of the room. There are 2 sets of double doors on the north wall, 2 other sets on the south, and in the southeast, another set of double doors, and in the northeast, more other double doors but slightly open.
Just like below, there was one set that was open.
Mm-hmm.
And the same
Ismark
number.
speaks. So in total, we would have 6 choices to proceed.
Yes.
Well, Moo, I think you're
Well, 2 of
Best
them are
bet.
ajar, so we can at least take a look at the ones that are slightly open.
Yeah. So let's start with the ones that are slightly open.
Ismark and Esmeralda ready their weapons just in case.
ready mine as well.
I push the slightly open door open with my spear. More.
Moo notices that this perhaps was a dining room at some point. It is 50 feet wide from north to south, 30 feet deep from west to east. At the center, there is a 20-foot long table, rectangular, with sculpted dragons for legs. At the center of the table, on top of it, there is a single silver chandelier with its candles still lighted as some sort of magic has been cast upon it. It is quite easy for Moo, for her expert eyes, to notice that some magic has been used on the chandelier. The table is surrounded by wooden chairs. A corner of the room is completely flooded. It looks moldy. And there is mold in some of the panels surrounding the room. Wooden depictions of dragons in flight. There are 2 double doors on the east wall. They are slightly open as well, but less so than the other double doors. And there is a set of double doors on the north wall and another set on the south wall.
The magic's been used on that chandelier.
The magic probably radiates to this whole area.
I'm going to.
The other set of double doors that are slightly open here. It seems like every room
Yeah.
has 3 sets of doors with one slightly open.
Right.
So would you
I'm going to
continue
go
on
look. Yeah, I'm going to go look for the slightly open one. Pushing it with my spear.
That's a
Open.
good idea. A chapel is revealed. The chapel is 30 feet wide from north to south, 50 feet deep from west to east. There are 6 wooden columns supporting a balcony on top. And at the east end,
I enter the chapel. This
Oh,
looks like
dear.
my sort of place.
Yes.
Does. We'll have
Wonder
to
what-
see.
What do you think of this chapel, Chase? I mean,
I
this
don't
place
know.
is huge.
Could use a little work, you know. Maybe after this adventure, we could claim this castle for ourselves.
I think after this
Yeah.
adventure, I want to go back home, back to Earth.
No, this place is
I-
kind of growing.
I
on me.
could-
Interesting. You hate this place, Moo.
I suspect that a dragon lord lives here.
Could be. I feel like the presence of the Morning Lord is really strong in this plane. I don't understand why, but it just is.
It's probably what keeping this whole place from being totally corrupt.
Probably.
Exactly. Could serve him well here, probably.
Your lord is powerful.
I'll become the new lord of this plane, and you guys can come visit me anytime.
No, I get to rule. I will be empress. Moo. The evil doers shall shake before.
Oh, excellent.
We'll have to
Yes.
take a look. Maybe you'll see some holy symbols that identify what type of chapel this is, Jace.
This is a very interesting chapel. I'm just thinking if I notice anything investigating the area.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, an altar manifests itself on the east side of the chapel, and
Whoa.
3 knights are kneeling in front of the altar.
Approach the altar.
The 3 knights stand up and turn to face you. Their eyes are black and filled with hate. They draw their large swords and prepare to engage. Roll
Start
initiative.
backpedaling and draw my sword. Looks like danger, you guys.
I jump back.
What
We
did
are
Moo
here
roll?
to fight Strahd. I rolled a 17.
What did Jace roll?
10.
What did Marcus roll?
9.
One of the knights lunges at Moo, cutting savagely with his sword diagonally.
Try to use the spear to bounce that sword off.
One was a fumble, and the knight is pushed back, completely cut off balance. The other knight charges at Jace, cutting
Hold up my shield.
horizontally. "17 and 19.
One bounces off, and then one slashes into me.
Look out, everybody. Don't know if
12
they can
points of damage.
hear us.
Ugh.
The sword bites deep into Jace.
Ugh.
The other one charges at Marcus, thrusting savagely.
I take my staff to parry, sidestep, and parry.
12 and 15.
I parry.
And now, Moo has her chance to act.
I take the spear and I thrust it at my attacker.
Make your attack roll.
It is a 13.
It hits. Roll damage.
Six.
The knight is clearly injured by this attack, and Moo has another chance.
And I thrust again. 6.
The knight easily parries the attack. Now Jace has his chance to strike.
The one to strike me, I strike back as I ignite my blade. Try to slash it in half.
Make your attack roll.
18.
Roll damage.
the blessed strike. Oops. Does 17 points of radiant damage.
It is clearly undead, so it takes extra damage from the attack. Now Marcus has his chance to act.
I step back. I guess Sacred Flame, the one that attacked me. Dexterity 16 saving throw.
It fails.
12 points of radiant damage.
Ismark takes advantage of that and immediately strikes against the same knight that Marcus attacked. And misses completely.
No,
Esmeralda
Bismarck!
You got this,
attacks
Ismark.
once more, cutting a double cross with her blades.
Come on, Esmeralda.
Esmeralda, you can do it!
And she hits twice. But now the knights counterattack. One of them strikes twice against Mu.
Oh! They're trying to parry!
19. The other one was 10.
Oh! Oh, he got me!
Moo, no.
14 damage. The blade cuts. One of the
Ow.
other knights, the one that Mu pushed away, cannot attack as he is recovering. And the other knight attacks Jace with a cross cut.
Hold my shield up again. Come on, you dead bastard, you.
Stupid knights, don't you know we're here to help you?
One is a miss, the other one is a 21.
Oh, got me again.
14 points of damage.
Careful, careful!
Don't
Mu
take
has
these
her
things
chance
too lightly.
to strike. Mu.
Oh! I fly right past him! One.
Mu stumbles
One.
to the side and is not able to continue with her actions. Now is the chance for Jace to act.
I attacked the same one again with my blade of sunlight.
Make your attack roll.
I'm very angry.
15.
It is a hit. Roll damage. Extra damage because it is undead.
It'll be 10 plus the extra damage with a blessed strike.
The knight is injured and staggers back. Now, Marcus has his chance to act.
I cast Guiding Bolt at the one that was attacking me and his mark.
Make your attack roll.
16.
It is a hit. Make a roll damage.
14 radiant damage.
Ismark follows up. These knights are too tough. Cuts with his axe and sword in diagonal motions.
You got this.
The axe misses completely, but the sword strikes true.
Good job!
I think this one is almost going down. Esmeralda. Esmeralda thrusts with both of her blades, missing both attacks. Damn it!
Pull
Now-
your stuff together.
This knight counters against Ismark,
Look out!
injuring him once. Got me on the shoulder. The other knight makes a couple of swift cuts against Marcus.
I parry with my quarterstaff.
Dodge it, Marcus, dodge him!
15 and 21.
Oh, he hit me once.
Oh, Marcus!
15
Hold
damage.
the line, guys! We can take them!
The cut was deep.
These knights are brutal.
Mu cannot act this turn as she is recovering.
Yeah.
Now Jace has his chance to act.
Think this one's almost gone. I swipe at its head, take it off.
Make your attack roll.
Clearly, I am wrong, but then, if possible, I could use some inspiration to come back again.
Make your attack roll.
18.
It is a hit. Roll damage.
Seven points of radiant damage.
The knight seems to be about to collapse as the cut
Ugh.
is felt. Marcus has his chance to act.
Oh, man.
He's almost down. I'll take that one. Two Eldritch Blasts at the one that's almost fallen that Chase just hit.
Make your attack roll.
15 and 16.
Both hit. Roll damage.
$14, 25 damage. The two bolts.
The knight almost completely explodes from the discharge, and it falls down.
I feel an
speaks.
energy surge from it to me.
Good job, Marcus.
Good job.
That was great. Amazing. The two knights prepare themselves. One throws itself at Mu with two diagonal cuts.
Oh,
6 and
that.
7 as the strikes are deflected. 6 and 7. The other knight strikes at Jace with horizontal cuts.
I hold my shield up with the reaction cast warding flare to give it disadvantage if it can be blinded.
Jace notices that the knight cannot be blinded, but the knight still fails to strike. Now Mu has her chance to act.
I charge boldly at the one before me.
Make your roll.
Dirty 20.
Roll double damage.
Going to be 10.
You have another strike to act.
I plunge my horns at the beast.
Roll that. Roll attack.
15.
Even though it strikes, roll damage.
5.
I think you might need magic, Mu.
It was slightly hurt by it, but not as effective. The knight is slightly pushed back. Now, Jace has his chance to act.
The one that moved, she just gored. I run to it and try to thrust my sword through its mouth.
Make your roll.
9.
The knight parries the attack.
It
just in time.
fails, and I use a reaction to hit it with my shield to try to knock it prone for the round.
Make your roll.
14. Just have to beat it.
The knight was pushed to the floor. It is now in a disadvantageous position, and Marcus has his chance to act.
It's on the ground. Eldritch Splash at the one that's on the ground.
Roll
Destroy
with
it.
advantage.
So, okay. 26 and 13.
Both hit. Roll damage.
$20 altogether.
Ismark says, "It seems like it's almost destroyed," and plunges his weapons into it.
You got it, Mark.
You got this.
Both hits connect. And Ismark chops the knight to pieces.
Great
Esmeralda
job.
lunges at the remaining knight. I got him.
Finally.
Excellent. Yes.
And the knight is skewered, but it is still quite ready to continue the fight. The knight immediately counters against Esmeralda, stabbing.
Get out of there, Esmeralda!
Manages to nick her the shoulder.
Get back! Get back!
Now Moo has her chance to act.
I run at the beast. I'm going to grapple him.
Make your roll.
I have a 13.
It is successful. Moo has the knight pinned completely.
And now that I have him pinned, I'm letting loose with those gauntlets.
Shock it.
Yep, shocking him right now. 4 damage. And he's disadvantaged because he's so.
The knight is so completely caught unaware that Jace can now act and get an automatic attack if he wishes. An
Yeah, I
automatic
do.
success.
Slash my sword through it. Try to drive it to its death.
Roll damage.
10 radiant damage using a blessed strike.
And now Marcus also has a chance to automatically hit the foe.
2 Eldritch Blast.
Roll damage.
$25 damage.
The knight is almost completely destroyed.
This thing's
Ismark
one tough bastard.
and Esmeralda start to hack at it with abandon.
Kill it, guys! Kill it! Lights!
And it falls to pieces completely
Open.
within Moo's grasp.
These guys are pretty
Oh,
tough.
fun.
I can only imagine how tough Strahd would be. These are just minions.
What were they protecting?
I don't know.
Esmeralda speaks. They look like revenants. I am familiar with such creatures. They are impossible to kill. Perhaps in a day or two, or I don't know, it varies depending on the place. They will inhabit another nearby corpse, and if they are as the revenants that I know, they will come after us again.
I think there's more of those creatures in here.
What type of
Ismark
churches
speaks.
is
This
this?
seems impossible to
Can you
kill.
tell?
Wait a minute, are you saying that these things will keep on coming after us, even if we destroy them?
Even if we leave this place, or just here?
Esmeralda speaks. They will chase us even across the plains.
Oh.
Unless
Great!
a wish spell is cast to stop them from following us. Or perhaps if they have greater hate for someone else.
Wonder who they hate more than us.
We're definitely going to have to fix that dragon.
I think you're right about that. How injured is everybody? I can do some light healing if everybody like for a moment.
I'm okay. I'm not that bad.
You sure?
I got a little owie. Let's investigate this room, though, because just to make sure there's nothing in here that will be useful. Quest.
I'm just gonna cast Aura Vitality and heal Moo for
Thank
about a
you.
minute. I'm gonna concentrate for a minute and heal. That's 12 seconds worth for you, Moo. 12 points.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ismark and Esmeralda speak.
I can do
Can-
some more for you, Marcus,
we
if you
he-
need it.
Yes.
I'm okay. Just the flesh wounds, really.
Esmeralda and Ismark are healed as well.
Okay, let's do that.
Now Jace needs to roll intelligence religion.
$12.
Based on the decorations of the altar, they match the decorations on the armor of the knights. So it is quite understandable that they served the forces of the Morning Lord once.
They used to serve the Morning Lords. I don't know why they attacked us. Why? I don't.
Well, if their bodies were inhabited, then they had no.
Do you think the remnants were evil in their life, or
Esmeralda
Who
speaks.
knows? Or there's somebody more that they hate. They want revenge.
Strahd, probably.
If they had a grudge against Strahd, that would be great. That would mean that they would not follow us after we destroyed them. But they were so consumed with hate. I am not exactly sure.
How to reach them.
Maybe Strahd's the only one that comes here, and they just assumed anyone else who comes here must be an agent of Strahd.
Could be right.
That
I
could
hope.
be.
I hope that's right.
So what
Suddenly,
to investigate?
as if magic was concealing such places, 3 exits from this chapel are revealed. One in the north, in the center north wall, one in the center of the south wall. They are both exits that lead to spiral staircases that go up. And next to the north spiral staircase, there is a door just left of it, a wooden door. And the hiss can be heard from behind that wooden door. Hiss.
Let's go there. I think we follow that sound. That's our best clue we have.
And we are out of character. We are going to stop
Cool.
this today.
Cool.
Okay, that was
Hey,
perfect.
good,
And
man.
perfect
Yeah.
perfect roleplay on your part when I got disconnected.
Yeah.
Great going when that was the
There's a
emergency.
lot of lag tonight. A lot of lag, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's definitely a lot quieter.
The
'cause
internet gods are not in our favor tonight.
when the lag
No.
starts going, I kind of just be quiet because I know it's like you're catching up and then you're talking, then it's madness.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think of the session tonight?
Good.
It's pretty good.
Good.
I think I did all my rolls correctly tonight. Pretty sure. I guess
That
you're
is
full healed.
Clicker one.
You also had your the extra damage from the undead, right? Big Bud, when you were rolling for the attack.
Well, I didn't know what the
at
we didn't know
level-
what the extra damage was because I was doing radiant too. I'm not sure what the extra
Yeah.
damage
I,
was.
I
That
level
double?
8. I can take blessed strikes, which gives my weapons a D8. So
Ah,
I didn't
that's
know.
big,
I didn't know.
a property of the Sun Sword, the Sunblade.
Well, I get 1d8 from that, but I get from level 8. I get another 1d8 for an attack
okay.
for once per turn.
That's good.
I don't know how much extra damage was supposed to be applied to the
Yeah,
undead
'cause-
though.
Undead.
When you were saying it was extra damage because of radiant, I don't know if you were
Yeah.
doing that or we were supposed to figure that out. I wasn't sure.
No, that's a property of the Sunblade.
Oh, okay. Because I thought you said radiant
Cool,
damage. so I
Oh,
thought my
you are
spells-
correct. I did not. Oh, so that should have been 3 1d8 then.
Uh-huh.
'Cause I, have,
Okay.
I have blessed strikes instead of the other thing I can take at level 8.
Well, it was an
Okay.
extra difficult encounter because I wasn't counting that. I said, well, he's already rolling that.
Yeah, that's all right. That's my bad. I was almost
Okay,
did
good.
all my rolls right then.
Almost.
Almost.
Yeah, and I did. I got to remember for next time because I did the spell guiding bolt. I had never used that spell, and I read through it quickly. But was it that one? But
Gives you,
yeah,
gives you advantage.
yeah, advantage on the next attack.
Yeah.
So
There's so much
his
to read.
mark, his mark should have had advantage. I just read it
It's just
afterwards. I'm like, he said
so
he
much
missed.
to read.
Next time, I'll make sure that.
Yeah, spells in Dungeons and Dragons are pretty tricky to handle. I have them like short version of them written down here, like, oh, magic missile, this and that. And
Yeah.
there we
I
go.
wish
Oh,
I knew. I wish
I
realized
read
that-
it and then I just forgot that afterwards. I'm like, I forgot to
That's
mention
how it
that.
happens with Fireball, dude. I just
Like, I
saw
totally
numbers.
read it.
I just saw the dice. I
forgot.
was like, oh, sure, I'll roll 18 times. I should have used Death Ward to get through that flame at the beginning. That would have been cool. Totally spaced on it.
Yeah.
I
That's
spaced on it
okay. I
so
mean,
hard. It would
I
have been
need
cool.
to switch up my spell.
I think the grappling when Moo captured that knight and when you all went at him, that was a great, very.
Well, I'm
Very
like
spectacular.
reading the little card, going, "Oh, it gets disadvantage. Also disadvantage. Rude to use that.
Who are you?
We're tasering this guy."
Yeah, I'm just hoping we don't have to fight an actual shadow dragon or any kind of dragon.
That'd be
Undead.
That
crazy.
case is very
Undead.
mysterious. Very mysterious.
Very mysterious.
Yeah.
Supposed to
Well,
be a
the
snake or
thing
something.
is, if
I'm hoping
if-
it's a good
if-
guy. It's Silver Dragon.
the
Be nice.
dragon, if it's a ghost of a dragon, maybe we can get it to help. Maybe we can get
Maybe
it
it
to
hates. Maybe it hates.
take
Strahd
over
too.
that statue and give it a
Maybe it's-
new body.
What if we just? Oh, I got it. when those revenants come back, we just lead them straight to Strahd. When they see Strahd, they'll be like,
Yeah, we just run to
He's
Strahd. Where's Strahd?
just go around. Come on, undead people, let's go get Strahd.
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, keep chasing us.
That's the strat. Just gotta go find them all.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have all kind of
Run right through the bridal party. Oh, what? Why are you guys running?
Don't worry about it.
Too busy right now, Strahd. Let's get the army to chase us.
Easy.
Then we can take the bomb and blow up Ravenhawk.
Put a nice dent in it so we can get in there.
Yeah, we're gonna
Well,
find
that-
the article first. Yeah, sorry.
No, that's okay. Well, that was great. Thanks to everyone who has been watching the Ravenhawk campaign. We hope you will continue watching this campaign. As always, any thoughts or comments, let us know in the comment section. If you wish to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player.
Roleplay or die.
Roleplay or die. I'm going to
Have
stop
fun.
the recording. See you later.